Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining today. Mrs. Tal here. Thank you for all the love, comments, subscriptions. Thank you so much, fam. So guys, today I am doing a video request. A number of you have asked that I do a video on the journey to becoming a chartered accountant in South Africa, CASA. Doing exactly that today. First things first, you need to have your BCom accounting degree. You also need to do your honors in accounting, CA stream option. You also then need to do your 3 years articles, either with the Big Four accounting auditing firms or with other companies. And during the 3 years of your articles, you need to pass 2 board exams. So yeah, that's basically it. And then at the end of the 7 years, that's scary. It's actually scary to think that it's actually 7 years. At the end of the 7 years, once you've met all of those criteria, you can then qualify and become a chartered accountant. So my journey started in high school, as I briefly touched in the video, an intro all about me. So it started in high school when I started attending career fairs, and there was always someone talking about chartered accountancy and how there's this great demand in South Africa, especially because there's a shortage for black chartered accountants who are females as well. And for me, that was so intriguing. I actually wanted to, I think that was firstly one of the main reasons why I wanted to become a CA. Because why is there a shortage? I need to go and represent. So naturally, when I got to grade 10, I wanted to do accounting. Now in my high school, you couldn't mix, there was the commerce class and the science class, so you couldn't mix accounting and physics. And I wanted to do accounting, physics and maths and something else. So I had that issue at the beginning of my grade 10 where all my teachers thought, but you're a straight A student, you should just go to the science class. But I knew I really enjoyed accounting. So I then decided to do accounting and pure maths, and I told them at home why. Because I had to tell them, because most of our families expect everyone to do maths and science, and that's like the main option. That's the normal option. And not that there's anything wrong with maths and science, but also there's nothing wrong with maths and accounting, especially when you know what you want to do. So for me, I believe that maths and science is a very safe option if you're not sure exactly what you want to do when you're in high school and you rather have a lot more options open, because you can still be a CA, economist, anything in the commerce sphere, while you have maths and physics, and still do engineering, medicine, you know, so your options are definitely way more wider. So for me, I knew this is what I wanted to do, and I'm so good at it, and I really enjoy it. So that's why I then just did it from grade 10, and yeah, I passed well, matriculated, and for me in matric, I knew I really had to perform, because I didn't have funding to go to university. I wanted to go to UCT, and it just had to happen. So I worked so hard to make sure that at the end of the year I matriculated with distinctions, and I'll get varsity entrance, which I did get, and I'm gonna get a sponsored bursary or scholarship. And I remember I applied during my matric year, and they accepted me in around June, July. So I applied for the SAICA, South African Institute of Chartered Accountant bursary. It's called Tutuga. And yeah, I got accepted. And what did this mean for me? You know, it's all nice that I'm passing and I'm getting accepted and I'm going to UCT, but what did it really mean for me? for me, it really meant that I had an opportunity to change my life. It really meant that I had an opportunity to change my story. And I know that the career options that are going to be available for me post this qualification were way more wider. And I wanted to be in that position where I can choose to do anything in commerce, and I have a skill set that's needed. So that was it for me. I knew that I needed the skill set to also change my life personally. I wanted a better life for myself financially. I wanted a better life for my family. I wanted to change their life. And to do that, you do need resources. It's all nice to just dream, but at the end of the day, your dreams must give you the power to be able to make a tangible difference. And I knew this career was a ticket to that. A ticket out of poverty, a ticket out of so many things. And yeah, got that ticket to Cape Town, and I started my journey in university. I must say, first year I thought it was quite easy. And the reason that is because I did accounting in high school for 3 years, grade 10 to grade 12. First day felt like an introduction to accounting, and I thought, no, I've got this. They're teaching us to debit and credit. I've got this. I've been doing this for 3 years. So I think because of that, I wasn't so, I don't want to say I wasn't so focused, but I didn't put a lot of effort. I was focused, but I didn't go the extra mile because I felt like I knew the content. So at the end of my first day, I remember looking back and thinking, actually, I could have even used that to my advantage. The fact that I know most of the content, I could have easily gotten, 90s in all my courses. But hey, that just led me to have new goals for second year. I did pass, and I passed well, I must say, but I look back now and I think that was such an easy opportunity to just straight 90s, but we are here now. I passed well, and then because of the reflection in second year, I knew that I really need to go in hard, and second year is not easy, hey? I remember when we passed first year, and the seniors at varsity were like, yeah, accounts 2 is flames, hey, it's flames, it will chow you. So everyone at campus used to tell us it's so much flames. And that's what happens in varsity. You finish third year, and then they're like, yeah, accounts 3 will kill you. But yeah, and I decided that I wasn't going to let none of that get to me. I must say it was a bit more difficult than accounts 1, as it should be. But I actually did so much more better because it was new content, it was exciting, and yeah, I was just gunning for great marks. And accounts 2 wasn't so bad, and I actually did enjoy it. But while I was studying accounting, I actually knew that as much as I'm going to be an accountant, I don't want to be a financial manager. I don't want to do debits and credits every day. But I had to do it to get to where I am right now. So second year, third year, did very well, got awards, graduated in record time. And then I did my honors, still UCT, honors in accounting, we call it PGDA. I think postgraduate diploma in accounting. Yeah, that's what it is at UCT. And you guys, I think GDA is the most challenging year ever. Wow. So you do 4 big courses. You do your accounting, management accounting, auditing, and tax. So those are your main courses for the year. And every time you write exams or tests, you write all of them at the same sitting, same day, and you would have Saturday's tests. So each Saturday you sit and write all 4, same as exams. I remember our very first Saturday class. I think they really wanted us to get an eye opener. The class failed. I think the pass rate was like 20%. So most of the class failed. And it was such a shocker. I remember getting those marks where you just borderline 50, some 40, and you're just not sure what's happening. I had never gotten such marks in my life. I got such a shock. I remember, no, that Saturday, when we got our marks, Friday, Saturday, yeah, I was so down. I remember just my husband telling me I can do it, I just need to focus. And yeah, I then realigned my strategy and then started having a fresh strategy just for honors, because I needed to change the way I was studying. I needed to change the way I was approaching it. And literally my whole honors year, I did not have a life. Every day, Monday to Saturday, I was studying till 12 midnight every single day. I remember even on Saturdays I would wake up 8 o'clock, I start studying, I finish at 12 midnight. I would have breaks during the day, but yeah, if I'm walking out of Ray's, I'm going to buy bread or something and I'm coming back. But yeah, it was really tough. And it went by so quick, hey? It really went by so quick. And I had the greatest support. I must say, having my husband support me, as he was also a student, but specifically because for me honors was now challenging, it meant so much. So in your work, it really helps to have a strong support structure. It really makes a difference. And I graduated. I made it. Yeah, I graduated, got my honors. And I had signed up with KPMG, which is one of the big 4 accounting firms. And for me it was easy to sign up for KPMG because it's one of the sponsors for the Tutuka bursary funds. So you get to choose which company you'd like to go to and do some interviews with them, and then if you make it, you go join for your articles. So for me, I remember I wanted to either go to EY or KPMG, but KPMG was my first preference, and I got in and I was very happy. And sure, working versus studying, 2 different things. I then had to adjust to the world of working, and it was very interesting. Number one, you feel like there's no representation, because I think it's better now, but at the time I was doing my articles, there were very few of us who were black people in these corporates. So you felt like there's no manager or partner that looks like you, and you have to work 2 times harder just to make it. And yeah, but eventually you work, you make it to the next audit client, you get your ticks, because you have to get competencies that are reported to SAICA, and yeah, you end up enjoying it. Like, I really enjoyed my experience in auditing. I'm very grateful for it because it gives you an opportunity to go into different industries. So I remember I had retail, I had property, I had a lot of different industries, investments. Yeah, it was quite broad because of also the sector that I chose to do auditing in. So that gives you a broader understanding of actual business operations. And it's interesting because it shapes your next step even after articles. So in first year, at the beginning of the year in January, you write your board exams, your first board exams, which is basically based on your third year of studying. So it's quite technical. Did it and passed. And in second year, you then write your board 2 exams. So that one is quite tricky because then you're busy working full time. It's unlike the first board exam when it's just before you commence your work. You're busy working full time, you have classes, you have assignments, and then you have exams at the end of the year. And just to top it up, I I remember I was engaged in second year, and I was actually gonna get married in December, and I was writing my final board exam in November, so I had very interesting times. Very interesting times. But yeah, guys, I worked hard, and it helps to study with a group in that and at that stage, because you get a case study to work on. It's a very more application more than the theory, so it's more applying the principles in a real life situation. So I actually enjoyed that exam, did well. And third year, you're basically running the team, you're the senior in terms of the trainees, and you're reporting directly to the manager and the partner. So that was also very good exposure, because it teaches you about leadership. So by the time you finish your articles, you're quite ready for the corporate world. As a chartered accountant, you can either stay in auditing, be an audit manager and make it and be a partner one day, potentially register as an auditor and have your CASA designation together with your RA, which is registered auditor. You can be a tax specialist, you can be a management consultant, you can be in banking, financial management, as I've said. You can be in advisory, you can go and be an internal auditor. There's actually a lot of options that are available for a chartered accountant. I honestly think you can do anything in commerce. Anything in commerce, because you're a specialist in 4 areas, and those are the areas you specialize in your GDA, which is management accounting, accounting, tax and auditing. So across these 4, there are wide opportunities available. And yeah, and that was it for me, and I'm so grateful for the opportunities that I've gotten because of this designation. And during the tough times, I must say, what kept me going is thinking why I started, but also remembering that the dream is no more just about me. It's no longer just about me. That's the thing. When a dream is just about you, it's easy for you to give up, because you feel that you're giving up on yourself. And somehow it feels better than giving up on other people. And that is it, guys. That is my journey to